Hi everybody, first and foremost, and as per usual, I hope everybody out there is doing well. Listen, this is just a quick intro in way of this particular video. Last summer, we visited the Albufeira Hotel. Plenty of interest, by the way, of these vlogs. Check them out. There have been a number of questions coming my way, akin to the one that I'm going to put on the screen now. Asking, are there any bars around the actual external parameters, should we say, of the hotel itself? And I did do a walk around that I didn't upload at the time, and this is the video now. It will show you again numerous things and questions that I've been asked. Is there an ATM, cash point close by, chemists, restaurants, bars, and so forth? Check this vlog out and enjoy. And by the way, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, push it out, get that algorithm going. Drop me comments down below. You don't want to miss this is the reception. Very quiet. Anita there. Changeovers today. Got the a la carte on the far side. There's another one as well, by the way, the other side. And then you've got the turning doors, leads you out. Then that brings you outside here. Beautiful day again. A little bit cooler today, bit of a breeze. Slightly cooler, but again, it's been immense, the actual heat here, and it still is today, but it's slightly lesser intense, if that makes sense. I'm sure it does today. So here I am outside of the Jupiter Albufeira Hotel. At the back of me, as you can see, it is absolutely massive. It is huge. The actual building itself, from what I'm led to believe, is relatively new, and therefore obviously everything within it is again of a very good quality. It's not been abused, basically. I'm going to turn the camera around here now, just at the back of me. I'll do a little twizzle around, should I say, a little twist. You can see there looks to have been what I would say an outdoor kind of circus. You can see some of the equipment that's been left behind, like the trapeze, stuff like that. Again, you can just see it from up on the balcony. A few bits and bobs. It's like a bit of a castle kind of vibe you can potentially just see. Again, at the back of me, some of the remnants. Tell you what, let's just go for a little walk. I'll turn the camera around. This might be of interest of you, to some of you as well. That watching. Let me just turn this camera around and show you. So just so you've got your bearings, there we go. The Jupiter Albufeira Hotel. Little garden outside here. And by the way, just across the road there's a park. So turn right as you come out of the actual entrance. And straight across the road pretty much on your left to the side, a little bit further up, there's a little tiny park if you want to take your kids there. But here we've got Erin's Isle. So basically it says Erin's Isle. It actually looks like a G from this side, but it's not. Clearly there it says Erin's. We've not actually been in there. It's relatively busy in the evening for what I've seen. There's a few in there, not busy by any means, but yesterday evening there was quite a few in there as it got a bit later on. So yeah, an Irish bar, straight facing. Yeah, there you go, Erin's Isle. It says it on top there. I'm not actually, even though it's right outside the hotel, I've not taken too much attention or paid it too much attention. Looking at it as such, as we walk past it looks good, nice music being played. There's karaoke in there and shows, some live music, different things going on. Obviously they've got the TV screen on top there, the visual screen with a representation of obviously what it offers within it. So again, check that place out. I'm sure it'll be nice in the evening. I did see, by the way, a family in there yesterday on the entrance, sat down, they had a young child, so I'm presuming that children are allowed in. Because obviously I'm just looking here as well, I think they serve food. Yeah, they do. So there's food on there. Obviously it's open during the day, so yeah, I presume that you're allowed to take children in. I don't presume, I know because I've seen it. Turn the camera around again, just do a little turn for you, just to show you. Let's have a little walk up here actually. Just be very careful. So another glorious day here in Albufeira. At the back of me, just looking now, you've got the all-weather within the actual hotel. When I mean the all-weather, I mean the all-weather pitch, obviously football, basketball, court there as well, and then you can see the slides. You see them there? I'm just being careful as I walk around because obviously this is a road. Try and get to the side actually because I can't really see what's coming in on both sides. And I do apologise if I'm drying up again as I'm talking. It is again very, very warm. And by the way, I haven't got my gimbal. So if you see my hand every so often in the way of the camera, I do apologise. I'm just having a little look outside. You've got a young lad there, Pillock, driving far too fast. Idiot. I think he purposely did that, but don't worry, I clocked him, moved in between the cars. Just be careful as you would be at any other holiday destination where the roads are. Obviously they drive on the other side of the roads in a lot of places. So you just got to be very, very careful, haven't you? But that's one side, by the way. I've not seen these. Look at these here. Holiday apartments, holiday homes, little villas, really, really nice. This area, I think I mentioned it on a previous vlog, might not have been on at this point, depending on what I put up first, because I've recorded quite a bit at the same time. But what I would say is, it looks, let me just swap my hand over again. I haven't got my gimbal with me, and I do apologise. It looks to have been a very vibrant place at one time. And when I mean it looks to have been a very vibrant place at one time, some of the actual establishments, such as restaurants and so forth, have been very well maintained and very, very good. As I've just explained to you then, the two restaurants that we've tried on the strip here. There are some restaurants that, and I think I've mentioned it again on a previous vlog, are closed down, that look to have been of the same ilk in way of the standard, i.e. visually appealing, and I'm sure again akin to the quality in way of taste, sensation within the establishment prior to closure. So for me, something has happened around here, and I was saying to Mrs G, whether it was the pandemic maybe, whether there's been more of an attractive proposition that's come forward again, drying up from the front line for them to move the business basically a little bit more closer this way to the front line or that way. Who knows? I'm not overly sure. If you are familiar with this area and you are aware of whether that was the case or whether it's just a case of, I don't know, potentially the football wasn't as fluid as what one would hope it to be, and therefore the tills froze up, the money wasn't going in it. Either way, that obviously did happen. Or did it? Again, were the establishments making money? But again, the proposition that maybe came their way from the front line was a bit too much of an appeal. And essentially they up sticks and they moved. Who knows? But anyway, that's enough of that talk. What I would say is, it is nice. But if you were walking around here, and again, the hotel is at the back of me, you probably can hear the music play now. The people, by the way, in the little apartments, holiday apartments, villas, there's cranes over the far side, you can see them here, so they're still building, even though there's lots of property that is empty, won't need work doing to them. There's like barren land, which I'm guessing will be built on in due course or in time, over time, as we go forward, because this area could be very, very nice, I would imagine, going forward, because it's kind of getting there now. But again, if you didn't get the free service, the shuttle bus that the Jupiter Albufeira Hotel offers, it would cost you approximately, I would guess, around about €12 to the front line and back again. So yeah, €24 is quite, it's not something you want to be footing if you're coming here for 10 days, 14 days, or even a week really. If you go in there every day, you wouldn't go there every day because really this hotel offers you so much, but you do go hotel crazy when you are staying here. The food becomes a bit monotonous, even though it is, again, very good. I'll talk about that, by the way, in more detail as we go forward when I do this video. I would imagine this, what I'm saying now, will be on that video, about kind of a review, if you like, a conclusion. If you are coming to this hotel, the Jupiter Albufeira in Portugal, you will not want to miss this video. That's all I can say, because I will cover every angle. I'm open to doing traveling and obviously going to different places to again give you, the viewers, if this channel grows, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, future notification. It doesn't cost you nothing to do so. It means an awful lot to me, JT, and the rest of the family. I'm going to obviously get that in at this moment in time. But again, I will do the traveling if the channel grows and there is a demand for me to do the traveling. So again, I'm just going to do a little turn around, a little twist. The hotel there at the back of us. And then, as I say, I'll turn the camera around. I do want to keep an eye out on where I'm walking, because cars are flying everywhere. My safety is more important, always very important, for obvious reasons, as we're walking around. Yeah, very, very nice. This in front of us here, I've got it on the previous vlog, it leads onto the actual strip, again straight over the road from the hotel, and it looked like it was a restaurant, dance bar, music bar that's closed down. So I'll turn the camera around because my arm's getting a little bit sore. As I say, I've not got the gimbal, it's up in the hotel room, but I've got a steady hand, and the stabilisation built within the phone is exceptional. Anyway, I'll turn the camera around. And this is really the start. Again, so you've got your bearings. The hotel's Irish bar straight over the road. Come out, turn right, and then just basically follow it around. Keep to your left hand side, or cross over onto your right to your rear. And again, this is closed down here now, but clearly it was like live music, disco, etc. Potentially serve food. Not overly sure. It looks like kind of an establishment, but who knows? It's no longer there. The Martinique, where we went yesterday, I recommend it. And right at the bottom, you've got the Seven Spices Indian restaurant, very good. But there are bistros, steakhouses. There is a chemist right at the bottom on the left hand side if you need a chemist. And there are just different things down here. Again, different amenities that you can take advantage of if you need, such as grocery, convenience shops. One here on the left hand side actually. As you can see, it's got the floats there. So if you need any floats, buy them outside. By the way, we perhaps made the mistake of buying quite a few inside of the Jupiter Albufeira Hotel. More than quite a few actually. We bought quite a lot of things, including swimming goggles, etc. Very, very expensive, the shopping side of here. Lots of the things that you purchase within the actual hotel itself are actually very expensive. So go outside and buy from outside. Mrs G was giving me some of the prices as we've been walking around some of these local shops. A lot cheaper. There's a little bar here, across the road from the Irish bar, Erin's Isle. Here, seems to be very kind of like popular, especially with the locals. You get a nice drink. You've got the market here, a little supermarket, convenience, grocery store, etc. This is where we've been quite a lot. So if you need something, pop in there, milk, etc. And I know you can get your milk inside the hotel, but they'll only give you so much room service wise. The milk downstairs that they serve tends to be hot. Let me just turn this camera around. So yeah, there is milk inside on the machine. There are coffee machines in there. You get as much coffee as you want throughout the day, tea, etc. The milk is hot. It's obviously got the cold milk over there, decently priced as well, that shop, if you want to check it out. The bit of a gripe, but bit of a whinge maybe. The coffee machines, I just had a word before actually with somebody who looked like he was a manager inside of the actual restaurant. The machines were off. I didn't have a whinge. I just said, you know, this lady's looking, you know, to get a cup of tea, and I was looking as well to get a coffee. We took the lady's cup and went in the back kitchen, I think it was, to get some hot water. He left me, he's standing. The machines seemed to be off after breakfast within the actual canteen, which is crazy. People drink tea and coffee all day long, so that is something that needs to be addressed. Not overly sure why that happens, but every time we've been in for a meal post breakfast, the coffee machine, hot water machine to get tea just seems to be off, even though the actual machines are there obviously, and the actual cups, etc., and saucers.
Perfect cuppa. Time anymore. Hey!
To have the machines switched off. They need to be there, they need to be accessible for people. People like a cup of tea, people like a coffee. If you do want one, you can access it in the... I'm getting drying up, sorry. You can access it in the actual... It's not the pool bar, we call it the slide pool bar. It's right near the slides, there is a bar there. Again, we've been in there quite a few times. There's ice creams in there for obviously for free, it's all inclusive. There's drinks in there, sandwiches, there's a coffee machine. So again, if you're looking for a hot drink, get yourself in there. Really nice gentleman in there what works in there. There's other people, but in particular there's a gentleman in there that's been very good when we've gone in, very polite. I know Mrs. G mentioned him as well, so if you want to drink, go in there. But again, you're paying for an all-inclusive experience. The coffee machines are switched off repetitively after post-breakfast. There's an issue there, sort it out. Again, I'll go into some more detail in relation to what I believe is the good, the bad maybe, and the ugly, again, maybe. Putting question marks there. It'll be interesting again, if you're going to come to this hotel, the Jupiter Albufeira Hotel, you will want to watch this vlog. The video that I put together will be a real honest opinion about my experience, our experience here as a family. I'm going to turn the camera off now anyway, and they're back into Mrs. G and the children. It is our last day of the 10-day stay here at the hotel. Take care for now.